As many of you might already know, a new game just dropped and it's taking the gaming world by storm. It's called Helldivers 2 and it's full of excitement, with people comparing elements of it to Battlefield, Gears of War, and several other successful games. There is a particular game franchise that's been frequently compared with Helldivers though, and it's one that I know all too well: Halo. The general look of the armor in Helldivers is very similar to the armor in Halo. There even appears to be a reference to Halo in the name of one of the armor sets in Helldivers 2. TR-117 Alpha Commander, which is a nod to Halo's main character, Master Chief Petty Officer John 117. Along with that, the concept of the soldiers in Helldivers 2 is very reminiscent of Halo's ODSTs. The concepts are virtually the same. From an orbiting ship, a soldier equips himself in a pod and then deploys down onto a planet. In Helldivers, the vehicle is called a Hell Pod, and in Halo, it's called a Drop Pod. The soldiers in each universe are elite forces, and in Helldivers, they're called, well, Helldivers, and in Halo, they're called Hell Jumpers. Arrowhead Game Studios essentially copied Bungie's old homework, and many people have picked up on this. Almost immediately after Halo players laid their eyes on Helldivers 2, people have been saying, "This should have been Halo!" because tons of Halo fans have been wishing for more game ideas to be explored, especially ideas around the ODSTs. Spin-offs haven't really been a thing for the Halo franchise though, but on September 22nd, 2009, Bungie gave the world Halo 3 ODST. It was, and still is, the only Halo game that wasn't centered around Spartans, the super soldiers that you play as in every other Halo title. Despite it not being your everyday Halo game, Halo 3 ODST had a unique feel to it, and plenty of fans adored it for its more grounded, humanistic approach, its story and emotions, and of course, its spotlight on the Orbital Drop Shock Troopers. Ever since then, gamers around the world have been passionately discussing and fantasizing about what another ODST-centric Halo game could be like. The most popular and exciting concepts that fans were coming up with revolved around dropping into a vast play space with plenty of exploration. There were ideas of an ODST survival game and even ones of a large-scale multiplayer game, a battle royale before battle royales were a thing, if you may. Halo fans were enthralled by ODST ideas and naturally came with even more ideas for a Halo spin-off game, but not a single one was made. Every Halo title that came out after Halo 3 ODST was a mainline Halo game that revolved around Spartans. In 2010, we had Spartan 3s for Halo Reach. In 2012, we had Spartan 4s for Halo 4. In 2015, we had Advanced Spartan 4s for Halo 5. And in 2021, we had Spartan 4s again for Halo Infinite, which 343 frequently said was a Spartan story, which was also their excuse for leaving out playable elites. Now here we are in 2024, there still hasn't been any new Halo spin-off game, and 343 Industries remain as the only studio that's allowed to make official Halo games. The Halo universe is full of interesting ideas with plenty of untapped potential. Almost any true Halo fan knows this, even ones that happen to be developers of other games. And if the ones behind Halo aren't letting the game reach its potential or letting its abundance of ideas flourish, other people will take it upon themselves to let those ideas come to life. Arrowhead Game Studios knew of Halo's potential, and on March 3rd, 2015, they released the original Helldivers. The ODST familiarity was there back then, but on February 8th, 2024, Helldivers 2 arrived, and that's what really set in that ODST feel. It's a concept Halo fans have been wishing for from their own developers for over a decade now, and now it's making ripples in the industry. A couple X343 employees tweeted in regards to the ODST concept being explored on such a scale, with one sharing some unfortunate information. Kevin Schmidt, former senior designer at 343, said they must have pitched 20 to 30 game ideas over the 12 years he was there that would have totally worked in the Halo universe. Many single-player and multiplayer ODST-themed ones, some galaxy spanning, some more intimate, and one that was really dark. As I've said, those who are truly passionate about Halo know what it can become. They know what makes it fun and interesting and can come up with compelling game concepts for it. The problem is who checks off on pitches and who steers Halo's ship. Its direction isn't chosen by people who care about Halo's universe, it's chosen by people who care about Halo's revenue. The blame for these pitch rejections is concerning many people in the community, with many blaming Microsoft and some blaming 343's upper management. I can't say for certain who really is to blame, but one thing's for sure, the people in charge of Halo are restricting Halo's growth, period. No matter how you spin it, people in the most important positions don't genuinely care about the games they're managing. If you claim, it's not 343's fault, it's Microsoft's, then those at Microsoft are failing their roles of supervising the developers of their best IP, their flagship Xbox title, or should I say their former flagship title. If you claim the leadership at 343 is to blame, then they're failing their roles. The responsibility of 343's leadership is to elevate the Halo franchise and sell their ideas to Microsoft, which they've provenly failed at. You can blame it on the stubbornness of Microsoft, the poor quality of 343's pitches, or the distrust Microsoft has in 343 because, once again, look at their track record. The bottom line is the pitches failed. No matter the quality of a pitch, we're not seeing any home runs for Halo. If we're getting the best pitches to knock out of the park, but we keep seeing a swing and a miss again and again, we shouldn't let the same people continue going up to bat every season. There needs to be a change for Halo to succeed. Getting rid of just a few people, regardless of how influential their roles are, won't suddenly fix Halo and get it all the W's it should be getting. Habits and internal cultures exist, and those can only be cleansed with time or drastic overhauls in a studio. Sure, 343's leadership has changed, but that doesn't mean there are entirely different philosophies or work ethics at the helm. Microsoft obviously has a hand in this too, but that doesn't give them total control of what 343 make. And even under some of the worst publishers, studios can still make quality games that fans want. Excuses can only go so far. Until we get executives who actually care about Halo, or heck, gaming in general, the universes you love won't ever reach their potential. And that's going to be wrapping this video up. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments. I'm really curious what you think. I know I get bold with some of the things I say, but you know, reality doesn't hold back punches, and being blinded by optimism oftentimes makes situations worse. So I hope I'm combating that well. If you enjoyed these kinds of discussions, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you've got a Twitter account, you can follow me there at LBBubba. Anyway, take it easy everyone. Peace.